a clean hit, a perfect hit, and no pain for the target. Too bad the guy was only 38. Just 2 years older, he'd have been worth 3 times the points. But for the second year in a row, Machine Gun Joe has splattered the scoreboard first.
How'd you like that, huh? Get off on that one, Myra, baby!
What's the matter with this engine?
I don't know. Sounds fine to me.
Amateurs. Get back there and retard the spark 3 degrees. Glad to see you were able to find your way back.
As the cars roar into Pennsylvania, the cradle of liberty, it seems apparent that our citizens are staying off the streets, which may make scoring particularly difficult, even with this year's rule changes. To recap those revisions, women are still worth 10 points more than men in all age brackets, but teenagers now rack up 40 points, and toddlers under 12 now rate a big 70 points. The big score, anyone, any sex, over 75 years old, has been upped to 100 points. As always, how fast you move determines how long you live.
Kill, a neat kill. No calamities for Jane today, no sir. And you can bet she'll be getting both ears for that one.
What is that?
Euthanasia Day at the Geriatrics Hospital. We do it every year.
Here he comes! He's coming!
Frankenstein scores at last. But what kind of a score, boys and girls? Just 110 points out of a possible big 700. What do you think about that, Gracie?
Well, those doctors, dear friends of mine, have been pretty smug all these years, setting up the old folks. Frankenstein must have decided it was their turn.
Which only goes to show that even the fearsome Frankenstein has a 100% red-blooded American sense of humor.
Annie saved those old people, and she'll deliver Frankenstein.
Meanwhile, innocent people are being slaughtered on our highways.
They're like Christians being thrown to the gladiators. But just remember, the Christians won.
Did they, Mrs. Payne?
I take it from your attire that your sabotage operations are being carried out despite my wishes.
Mrs. Payne?
We're set to hit them with everything we've got.
Then, in the name of humanity, let Operation Anti-Race begin.
How in the hell are we supposed to score in this graveyard?
You're the navigator. That's your problem. You better think of something pretty soon or else you're going to be out in your ass.
It isn't my fault everyone scored before us. You should have gone after that Boy Scout camp like I told you.
I tried a goddamn Boy Scout camp. You know how fast those Boy Scouts move?
Now here's something more your speed.
Gotta be at least 200 points.
If they scatter, go for the baby and the mother. Go for the baby! The baby!
That's it. Come get baby.
Bye-bye, baby. Hello, 70 points.
Hey, I'm up the air! I'm up the air!
Would you please take your places?
Take
your places. You're missing. We'll have Grace on with an interview right now.
Hello, ladies. Isn't this just the most exciting race in years? I certainly think so. And guess what? I have a surprise for you. Mrs. Rhonda Bainbridge in person on my show. The widow of Edward Bainbridge, whom, as we all know, was Machine Gun Joe Viterbo's first score. Welcome to my home. And may I call you Rhonda? Oh, please do, Mrs. Pander.
Are we about ready here?
Yeah, just about.
So we have to go right away.
As the widow of the race's first score, you have won a high-style two-room apartment in Acapulco.
Start the jam!
You will be watching the race on a 50-inch, three-dimensional, octophonic video set.
Oppressed Americans. The execution of the barbarian killer Nero the Hero is the people's first stroke against the evil and corrupt regime of Mr. President. I am Thomasina Paine, founder and commander of the Army of the Resistance. For 20 years, Americans have been told when to eat and when to sleep, when to love and when to hate. The age of obedience is over. In the names of George Washington, Abraham Lincoln, and Harry Truman, I call upon you to stand up for your inalienable rights. We declare war upon the bipartisan party, on Mr. President, and on that most inhuman desecration of life and liberty, the transcontinental road rape. I thank you.
What the hell was that?
I have no information.
Is this race still on?
I have no information.
Well, what do you think
About what?
about that speech?
Add spice to the race?
Spice. They've killed Nero.
Yeah, they would have got more points for me.
Don't you understand? They've declared war on the race and on you. Aren't you worried?
The only thing that worries me is Machine Gun Joe Viterbo.
Is winning all you care about?
Yes, it's the only standard of excellence left.
Come on, here they come. About finished. Come on!
Look at that stupid hole right in the middle.
They won't get through there.
Converge from all their routes and head for the first pit stop in St. Louis. Machine Gun Joe is still leading the field with Frankenstein second, Calamity Jane third, leaving Matilda the Hun in fourth position and Calamity Jane facing another calamity. Right now, Frankenstein's score points put him just ahead of Joe.
Hey,
Joe is
get
all
off the
set to
rope!
spring into
Jesus
the lead
Chrysler,
of
get off the rope!
Driving first in St. Louis.
Hey, dummy, come on over and hold the ladder.
This sacrifice. Where's the one that says welcome Joe for turbo?
Square the son of a bitch, Joe. You need every point you can get.
I only mashed him slightly.
Put him out of his misery, Joe.
Hey, is that fair?
Yeah.
Hey, should I let him go? Fair's always right.
One thing before we begin. The government would like it if nobody said anything about Nero. Understand? He hit a tree and that's it. Got it? We don't want to depress anybody, but...
Hey. Everybody knows he was blown up by the resistance, you schmuck. It was on television.
If you want to drive again next year, Mr. Viterbo, you'll keep those opinions to yourself. Okay, go ahead.
This is Grace Pander from St. Louis, where Matilda, a dear friend of mine, is receiving a well-deserved rub-down. Tell me, Tilly darling, what can we expect from you when the cars go back on the road?
You can expect a victory by a member of the master race, a woman.
Oh, Tilly darling, that certainly is showing a lot of confidence for someone who's lying 4th out of 4.
He doesn't mind as long as she's lying somewhere.
Look, when I'm through with you, you're going to be lying in state, lady.
Listen, miss, if anybody is going to Boot Hill, it's you and your biz bag.
Buzz bomb.
Shut up. Look, you just leave my navigator alone.
Girls, remember you're on TV land.
Pete, how do you like being a navigator?
Well, Junior, I'd like it more if I was in the driver's seat.
You'll get what's coming to you on the road.
Oh, yeah? Well, what's coming to me is the final solution to the cowgirl problem.
Franken.